Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Retief. Tonight we continue with a short little series on the OSWAs, or the Online Scotch Whisky Awards for 2022, where I take a look at some of the whiskies that was nominated, see what all the fuss is all about. And of course tonight we are looking at the Loch Lomond. This is the peated Loch Lomond. We'll get back to the box and the bottle now. So this one was nominated in, I've got all the information on my iPad, as the best non-malt whiskey for 2022. And we'll get a little bit into the detail on that later on. So on these ones, and I'll put the picture up here, under this category, we have the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, kind of like that one. It is a nice, sweet whiskey. I do like a nice, sweet whiskey. We have the Four Roses Single Barrel, 100% proof, 50% ABV. Cost in the UK, of course, about £45. But of course, prices will different all over the place. Also, they have then the Loch Lomond Single Grain Peated Whiskey at 46% ABV, 27 pound for it, and around 32 or 33 euros that I paid for it here in Belgium at my online store. Then we have the Redbreast 12-year-old cask strength. Cannot say anything about it. I haven't tasted it yet. I did the normal Redbreast Lastel. I did like that one. Then they have Wild Turkey 101, 50% ABV, costs about £33 for the whiskey. I do like it. I have a bottle here as well, so maybe I will do a quick review of it. And then we also have the Wild Turkey Rare Breed Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 58% ABV, cost about £55 for the bottle. So tonight we are looking at the Loch Lomond. I do like the packaging of the Loch Lomond. I like the nice contrast between the green, the letters. They have a little bit of embossment, so it's a little bit of raised lettering. I do like it. So the Loch Lomond Single Grain Scotch Whisky, coffee still. So of course it is 100% made from malted barley. But of course rules are rules. Although it is 100% malted barley, they can't call it 100% malt whiskey, because they use a coffee still or a continuous still or reflux still. A couple of names that I can throw at you, but it is not made in a pot still, so hence they cannot make it a single malt whiskey, but it is made from 100% malted barley. It is a peated whiskey, and they have some notes here, floral and smoke. I kind of like that idea of a floral and smoke. Used to be sweet sherry and smoke, but I found also some really nice one. My previous video on the Lechek tin, oh my word, it is nice. Light bourbon cask, loved it. Take a look at that one as well. And it was also part of the OSWA Online Scotch Whisky Award nomination. Not much information, 46% ABV, so at least it's got a nice ring to that 46. It is the official spirit of the Open. Oh, I also do like my golf. And at the back they have some more information, non-chill filtered. A little bit of history on the distillery, don't care about that, and that is that. So tonight we are just going to do a quick review on that one. I might come back to some of them, especially the Lechek tend to come back to see what is the effect of a little bit of oxidization, and I might also do the same on this one. Now, the first thing that really just jumps out for you, it is this absolutely stunning bottle. Pitch black. Even if you put up in the light here, and I've got some nice strong lights, you can't see a thing. There's no way of knowing where your level is going to be. And of course, if it's a nice one, you are going to be surprised when you go and it's gone, and you can't see what the levels are. On the label itself, nice green label. I kind of like that label of it. It's a nice clean label. Again, floral and smoky. Single grain Scotch whiskey, coffee still. Not much more information. Nice embossed bottle as well, with the Loch Lomond distillery and the stag. Kind of nice bottle. So a quick review, just my initial thoughts on it. It's going to be my first time. No idea what it tastes like. I've got no expectations on it. Nothing special on the cork. Just small little pop. It looks like real cork. It's got a nice little gluk to it, and I think it's got to do with this little round part, so they do have a little bit of a nice sound to it. Color wise, it's very light in color, and I think that's also why maybe they hide it in the black glass. Well, maybe not a hide is such a good word. So probably no color to add. I cannot see that if I wanted to add color, that they would just add a drop or two of the color. So very light straw color. If I look a little bit on the legs of it, not much legs. There are some legs appearing, so not a lot of viscosity to it. So very light straw color on the nose. Cheers. Wow, that is so light and perfumey. But what was the words that they use? Floral and smoky. I think that is one of the times that I have a bottle of whiskey where I see the notes on it and they say floral and smoky. Definitely floral and smoky. This is light. Perfumey. That is really nice. It's got the smoke or the peat is very light. Maybe 10 or 15 ppm. Just sucking that out of the air. But you really have to go look for that peat. While a little bit of an ashy peat. Maybe a little bit of a cigarette ash type of thing. But not offensive. I'm not a smoker. And I hate smoke, and I hate I hate cigarette smoke, and I hate ash. But this is a more ashy type of smoke. This is more an ashy type of smoke. But it is very light. It's not very sweet. A little bit of an apple note coming through. A little bit of a citrus note coming through. And not much else. Let me just agitate it a little bit just to see if I can get a little bit more aromas out of it. No. Maybe a hint of a toffee. But it is a very subtle notes coming out. There's nothing jumps out. Even at a 46%. If I stick my nose in it, I don't get a lot of the alcohol, which is maybe also sometimes a good thing, that you don't have too much alcohol or a youthful alcohol that's coming out. Now, I don't get any youthful note on it. I don't get that acetone. I don't get that rough notes, that in your face ethanol notes coming out. So it's quite well balanced, soft, sweet smoke. So quite nice. A little bit more of that citrus note coming out. It does change a little bit with some time. A little bit more sweetness now coming out, but still not a very sweet whiskey. So on the taste, cheers. It's nice. Very thin. It's no oily mouthfeel to it. There's a lovely sweetness coming out. Maybe a little bit of a vanilla. Also get a little bit of a apple cider note coming out. Let me just try again. It's a little bit dry on the mouth. Zero bitterness, no oaky tannins, no nothing. Damn. I never thought I would say it, but I'm becoming really a little bit of a peat head myself. I've hated peat. I'm still not going to be convinced to love Lefroy. Can't stand it. The TCP medicinal notes for me, it's just terrible. But maybe once later on in life, when I get a little bit older and wiser, I might start to tolerate that as well. But this one is really nice. And it always keeps on changing on the nose, especially after a couple of sips of it. Oh, it is nice. So I'm not going to add water. I think at 46%, it doesn't drink like 46%. Let me just make sure. There is a fruity component to it, like apples, maybe a little hint of a pear note coming through, but still lovely, light, floral, sweet smoke. Quite a nice combination. Let's give it one. I keep on saying it, but I want to take one last sip. And of course, once I go to do the editing, I will finish the glass. I'm not a big drinker, so he says. Absolutely on the alcohol, nothing. It's like drinking nice, fresh apple juice with just a hint of alcohol in it. I do like this one. I like the lightness of it. I like the floral notes of it. I like the freshness of it. I like the well balance of it. And I like the sweetness, and just with that hint of that peat in the end. Finish, quite a short finish actually, but it does beg for a little bit more. So, and it begs quite hard. A nice easy sipper, and it's something that I would definitely recommend, especially if you are not a big peat fan. Maybe start something light. Well, a Jack 10, the Loch Lomond Peated. I think that is a nice place to start, and I keep on saying it. In the last couple of months, I've tasted some really good peated whiskies. Something that is made for the beginner and not for the hardcore peated Octomore type of fans. This is something that you can start off and maybe then work your way up to the big ppm ones. Really nice. What do you think? Are they worthy of the nomination on the category on the OSWA Awards? Have you voted? go online at the oswas.co.uk, have a look, pick your favorite, and I see you next time. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time. Cheers.